stay pouring all over the court. Check and trade scoring, a rational activist. Others remain dormant, factual passages. Able to wage war when time call for it. Burn fire upon corpus setting his back. Sun is fall forward. See the big picture. Don't get stuck on small portraits. Tap resources, your three inner forces. Mind, body, and soul working like piano chords. Linking the piece together from the root like Neanderthals. Reserving animalistic behavior when I convert into the cross satanic spiritual savior. Words that I use are the truth if I never gave ya anything else in your life. Remember words that I breathe on this mic. I print people a copy to read what I write. Tell it fast like Mock speed on a bike. Like a native chief, I speak and bring peace with a pipe. Subtle as a thief in the night with beats in the light. Check the blacking out like Slobodan Milosevic. Hold that, take some with you. Eternal pain when New Jerusalem hit you. Fall back, don't press the issue with script, lock, flip, check, Bethlehem officials.
Yo, what's going on, people? What is popping? What's up, panel?
I've never heard
that fucking before. Intro.
Yeah.
Yo. Flip the script and the mechanism. What the hell is that?
I found that shit somewhere and I was like, oh, this is fire. And then I popped
that
it
shit
on.
Is super fire.
Didn't get a copyright claim. And I said, all right, this is what I'm
using. It sounds kind of Wu-Tangish.
A little bit, eh?
Yeah, it's definitely that underground. Like I'm feeling like it's like 2005-6 underground rap era.
Time to start playing. I say, Siri, who sings this right here? It says mechanism, flip the script, and the rational. Never heard of them, but that shit that was fire.
Fire.
Yeah, me neither. Can't even remember where I found it too. I think it was on one of my games. What up, Eric? How you doing?
That was
that's what it sounded like.
Yeah,
I thought it was Wu-Tang. I was like, damn, I ain't never heard that one.
It was one of my games or a movie or something. Anyway,
some of them games, man, they have some fire tracks.
Absolutely. What's up, Austinator? What's up, Eric? What's up, John Cena? How you guys doing? You know what we doing. We talking some Cobra Kai today. Should be a few more people coming in, but if not, we'll hold it down like we always do. Gonna go around the panel so these guys can talk about their channels. First up is my homeboy Danny Graham. Talk to the people, sir. Tell the people about your channel.
Danny Graham, aka Comic Chat. One part of the Chaos Central crew. My show's on Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Chaotic Conversation. You can find me there. Also Tuesday on Nzo's show, The Chaos List. Wednesdays on Chris' show, The Rule of Three. And Saturday sometime we do Square One, which is at all sports, NBA, all NFL. Happy to be here, man. Ready to get down to it.
Let's do it. Yello does it. What's up, brother? Talk to the people, sir.
Listen, man, you know it's always a pleasure for me to be here over here on Bigger Fan Entertainment, man. But enough about you, all right? Right now it's about me. My name is Yello Does It. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to go to my channel, Yello Does It, to see how Yello does it, to see why Yello does it, to see where, when, what Yello does. You feel what I'm saying? Go over there and check me out. Also, you can find me on the Great Council 5 times a week, mid-morning mashup. You feel what I'm saying? We had to switch things up. We want to get you the nerdy news first thing. The Great Council. Morning mashup, fam. Tune in, go find us over there doing that, man. But again, it's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure to be on here. I appreciate you sharing your space with me.
Always a pleasure, man. And that's the first time. Usually you say it's not about me, it's about you. This time it's not about you, motherfucker. It's about me. Like, okay, switch it up. Ninja, what's up, brother? Talk to the people. Tell them about the channel.
All right, you guys can personally find me on my own YouTube channel, Nimdroid243. We're over there. I'm currently re-editing the Rise of Skywalker. Where I'm going to be making it into a better film. A lot of new visual effects shots, voice talent, a lot of great stuff. Animation is going to be in that. So if you guys are interested in it, please go over and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, thank you, Anzo, for having me on.
No problem. I just want to say, I
can save you. Go ahead.
No, he showed me a clip, bro, of the Ray thing at the end that he switched up. I was like, this is fire. I like what you did there. It was good. Good job, Ninja.
I'd like to check that out, but I can save you a lot of time, man. Just highlight the whole thing in the timeline in your editing program and hit delete. Don't hit backspace, hit delete.
Wow. Nah, he's going to make it better. I have faith in Ninja. He did the first two, made them better too, so he can do this one. I have faith.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't. I didn't see. I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna do that now. I want to go look at the other ones that you did. Because like I think there are some things you could save. First of all, I think The Force Awakens was good, right? Whatever you guys want to change, fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna argue with you. I think The Force Awakens was good though, and I think there's things you can save about The Last Jedi. Once we get to the Rise of Skywalker, though, it's pretty much.
Wait, you'll see. You'll see. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I look forward to it. I look forward to it.
So that's not what this is about today, though, guys. This is
Nah.
about Cobra motherfucking Kai season 4, which was absolute fire. I loved it. I thought it was great. We're gonna get our first impressions. Start off with Mr. Graham over here. What are your first impressions of this season of Cobra Kai?
Like I always tell you, man, they need to do better with their fighting choreography. Because sometimes it's like shit me and my brother be doing in the yard. Like, okay. But I will say the writer, man, I don't know who he is or she is, but they're fantastic. They had me cheering for a person at the beginning of the show, and you be hating them, then go back and forth, and the way they make you, like, sometimes they come off like an asshole, and then you be cheering for them, and then the same thing with Kreese, and same thing with Terry Silver.
Terry Silver.
Terry Silver.
Man, the way it was up and down, man. So good writing. Because I was cheering for him at first, and at the end, like this motherfucker here, brother. So, hey, overall, man, I enjoyed it. Like I said, that some of that fighting choreography, man, they need to put some more work in. But other than that, man, I'm waiting for season 5, man.
I agree. Yello, first impressions.
Listen, man, I fucking 2015, I think, or whenever it was, that 2016 or something, whenever the first episode came out, I had YouTube Red. All right, I went and watched that first episode. I was like, I don't care about a Johnny fucking Lawrence redemption arc. I don't need to hear all this 80s nostalgia bullshit. Oh, we can't say pussy no more. I don't care. Like, shut up. And then I watched the second episode when it all came on Netflix, and I was like, oh, these kids are great. I love this show. It's amazing. And this season, I think, is more of the same. I will say, since, you know, in my overall view, I love this season for the most part. I love Cobra Kai. But now you're starting to feel the time. You're starting to feel like, all right, we gotta shake things up and do something new, because you can't keep having the same arguments every episode and expecting me to keep caring. All right, like defense, offense. I know. Yeah. You guys aren't 45. You can't figure this shit out.
Right. All right, Ninja, what do you think?
Well, I love Cobra Kai for the most part. This season, though, honestly, I, for the most part, really enjoyed it. There are some issues, though, that I do really much have with it. And this is, I think, my second least favorite season of all of them, if I would rank them.
What?
Yeah.
Which one would you put over this?
Season 3 and season 1.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, yeah, go ahead. You finish?
No. It's okay, Anzo.
No, keep going. My bad.
Well, all that I was going to say was there's a lot of elements here that I really love, and, you know, from a story structurement, I really like it. It's fantastic writing. Just some things bothered me, and that's really it.
Cool. And I know what you're going to say, because I seen one of your posts and I kind of agreed with you on it too. For me, like I said, I thought this season was great. Like Danny said, man, it had the ups and downs. Because at first I thought Silva was coming in and I thought he was going to kind of, you know, do everything the proper way. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. He's kind of like going against what Kreese wants and stuff like this. And then
Kreese.
You thinking about Denzel Washington, Kreese?
Yeah, that's Man on Fire, bro. Kreese man, that's a different guy. This is a bad guy. They both were in Nam, though, apparently.
And you know, well, we'll get into what I liked, but overall, I thought this season was great. I would like to say maybe season 1 was a little bit better, maybe season 3. But it's on point, man. For me, when I'm watching it, I'm like, after every episode, I'm like, okay, I can't wait to see the next one. You know, once I started, I couldn't stop watching it until I finished the whole series. Just took all day. Yeah, it really was.
It's a lot of fun.
You know, so we'll get into our positives and stuff like that. Danny, what are your positives? What did you like?
Man, Terry Silver, man, that sucker's a beast, man. I mean, I was like, something ain't quite right with him. But then, like you said, man, you cheering for him, and then that shit at the end is like, woo, damn, I ain't saw that shit coming. And I like it, especially ending where Daniel went back and got his partner. I really like that how it ended because it's kind of like breaking his word, and he's not going to uphold to the agreement they had that if Cobra Kai won, then they would stop teaching because he know that Terry is full of shit. Also, was cool too how that I think that girl's going to switch over to their side because she saw that he paid the referee off, so that was cool too. So
yeah.
So I like that. Like I said, man, whoever does this right, man, they're good because there have been times when I hate Daniel, then I'm cheering for him. And the time I hate Johnny, and I'm cheering for him. Times I mostly hate Kreese, and then I start cheering for him at the end and kind of feeling sorry for him. And say, this man got a heart after all. And then Terry Silver, man, his Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. So this shit was a roller coaster, man, as far as cheering for people, emotional roller coaster. So, man, hey, for something that's on Netflix, I couldn't believe that I was that much engaged in invested in a minute. So, man, my good job, bro. Wait, like I said, wait for season 5.
Yeah, I agree, man. Yellow, what did you like about this? What were your positives?
I can't tell you everything that I liked about shit. I really, really liked a lot about this show. Like in this season 2, even though I feel like the quality is going down, like so much. I love the kids. I even the annoying ones. Oh my gosh, annoying kid. But I'm like, all right, you kids are annoying because the adults are trash. All of the adults are trash. So of course your kids are fucked up. Of course you are. Fam, the little brother, the LaRusso, the little LaRusso. I completely forgot about him. I forgot that he was even a thing. He has not been a thing this entire show.
My boy, he
has been background noise is what he's been this entire show. And now they like, oh guys, remember Danny has another son, so they got to give him the trash storylines. Oh, guess who's the bully this time? But I enjoyed watching him be a punk because he was clearly a punk. Like he's not like. He's nobody's tough. He don't got no business being nobody's bully. You feel what I'm saying? But like, even the way how he bullied like a punk. You know, he's like looking around. He's like, yeah, man, sit your little ass down somewhere. Like I really enjoyed that shit. The black kid Kenny. His whole story was handled incredibly well, and I love the way they ended that shit, bro. Let him go all the way off. I'm with it. I support it, fam. Watch him fall to the dark side. I love it. Even though it's like kind of repeating the Hulk story a little bit, it's still. I don't know, man. It was very well handled. I think I believed it more than Hulk. That's probably what it is. Cause like he wasn't just all of a sudden a badass fighter. He wasn't just all of a sudden like, oh, I'm super good at this shit. Kenny was just like Kenny was like, I'm gonna be real good at this one thing, and I'm gonna jump on my opportunity to whoop this motherfucker's ass. Like I loved when he's in the locker room beating the shit out of the little LaRusso, man. I love that. I was like, yeah, get him again. And the way he was acting too, because you see the whole movie, he's mad, like scared and shit. Or the whole season, he's like, oh, don't hit me again, I'm scared. And then at the end, he's like, hey, yeah. And then got the fuck out of there before somebody showed up. Yo, I like this shit a lot, man. Everything that was going on, like with like Miguel, and kind of setting up whatever his father is going to be. That I'm assuming he's like a drug cartel guy or something. I don't know why that matters, but Terry Silver definitely said cocaine. So, and we know he was on cocaine. As a matter of fact, I got the proof right here that Terry Silver was on cocaine in the 80s when this motherfucking, or was it the 90s? I don't remember when Karate Kid 3 came out, but pull this up, fam, and show the people, like, look at how my guy was giving it up.
This guy wants to break.
Look at the jaw, bro. Look at the jaw, bro. He just gave Danny his first bump. Yeah. Look at these niggas. Yeah. Give me another bump, man. Yeah. My guy Terry Silver said, yo, I was high on cocaine, bro. Like, they was crazy, son. He was like, I hit rock bottom. I got my life together. I loved Danny was singing Terry Silver's praises. Fam, the way they introduced him with his hair down, he was all zen. This nigga's living in a beautiful fucking like beach home or some shit. Like, does yoga every morning. Like he's super chilling. And was real like Kreese. Want to get out of here with that bullshit, bro. I'm not fucking with you. Like I really felt like Kreese was the devil trying to pull him back into the streets, man. And I really thought that shit was very well handled. It was fun to watch because then when he goes back, he goes too far. Terry Silver beat the fuck out of Manta Ray or whatever the fuck that nigga's name is. And I loved every second of it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of good shit, man.
You are sick,
bro. Terry went crazy. That's my guy, and I feel you. But
that's like an alcoholic, man. He put
exactly.
He giving that damn little sip of
just a little bit. See, man, one shot for your birthday. Do it for me, man. And, cut to a week later, this motherfucker sleeping in his car.
Bottles all over the place and shit.
All over the place, drunk. But it's fucking I don't know. There's too many good things, man. There's too many good things. Like even the girl, like the Tori, the girl, I did never liked her. And I did not like her this season either. But I think they did a better job of making her sympathetic because they had been doing it before. I was like, I don't care. This bitch is mean. I don't care if like her mom is like dying or whatever, and she has to take care of a whole family because she doesn't know how to like ask for help or feel comfortable. I don't care about none of that shit. But because they had Mrs. LaRusso, I don't know what her name is, but Danny's wife, helping her, it made her more sympathetic this time.
Right.
But like, but at the same time, by the same token, a lot of the other kind of like switches they did where they made you kind of want to not like they made you want to not like Robby and shit, or they made you want to not like Miguel because he was kind of like annoying a little bit. They made you want to not like Sam because like she was just going dark or rebelling or whatever she was doing. I was like, well, I mean, your pops is trash, so of course you're like he clearly doesn't know what he's talking about. Everybody can see it. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's clearly still stuck in the 80s too. You know, not as bad as Johnny, but he's also still stuck in this fucking Karate Kid heyday bullshit. So like, obviously you're gonna go against what he's saying and all that shit. I don't know. I feel like they didn't set up a lot of these changes well enough. You know. And then there's the fucking, like, where the fuck does this story take place? Where is it that these motherfuckers just get in all these random ass fights, these karate fights in the middle of the street and nobody goes to jail? I need to know where this is. Nobody goes to jail.
I ain't seen the first cop.
Say it again?
So I ain't seen the first cop in this whole series.
Not one police officer in all of California. These niggas got me goddamn. And that's how you know they're in a good neighborhood.
And they had this huge school fight, right? Like it was going off. Nothing.
A kid got his back broke. They thought he was gonna be paralyzed. Nobody went to jail.
And there's no way you're gonna have full contact karate at a high school.
Absolutely not, bro.
Full contact. They limit that shit to grown-ups. And these kids can do full contact.
The whole school was brawling. Every student was involved in this fight, and these motherfuckers are still going to that school. This bitch put spikes around her knuckles and gouged another child's arm up, and she's still in that school.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, she did get kicked out, but they brought her back. But you know they
look, man. Listen,
you see, man, she'd have made that person white because a black parent would never sign that shit.
I was in fifth grade.
Never.
I was in fifth grade, and I lost my temper. I beat up a kid, and I tried to fight the teachers and the principal. And guess where? I didn't go back to school.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, for sure.
At 11 years old, guess where? I did never set foot in again. Like these motherfuckers is in high school, son, fighting full, but like, come on, bro. A kid's back was broken. He didn't know he was gonna walk again. He didn't know if he was going to walk again. Nobody went to jail.
Yeah,
for real.
Then what parent?
Actually, I'm like, Robby went to jail for a little while. Why did Robby go to jail? Robby didn't go to jail for that. Why did Robby go to jail?
He went to juvie.
He went to. I mean, you know.
But it was for that and something else, I believe.
Yeah. It was jail. That's jail, man. He was 16 years old. That's jail.
Yeah.
That shit trash. That shit sucks. It's less anal rape, I guess.
Okay. It's not as bad, but yeah, it is because I know a couple of friends that were in juvie a lot. They hated that shit. That shit was jail. That shit was jail. Go ahead and enjoy it. What'd you like? What's your positives?
It's a lot. I told you, man. I was gonna be blowing Cobra Kai all night, man.
I'm talking, bro. We got time.
Yeah. Most of the characters I really liked, especially the kids in this season. They brought back the roots of the first season, in my opinion, with the kids and all of that as like main characters, and I really like that. I like Miguel's arc in the beginning with him more looking to LaRusso as like a father figure a little bit, and then also Sam to Johnny and all of that. All that to me was really good. Um, Silver was great in the
Something happened. I'll say
He
this:
beat his wife real quick.
Silva's acting got a whole lot better from when he was in the Karate Kid because he was trash. Oh my god! When I showed it, I was like, "Really? Yeah, I remember. It was trash." His acting got a lot better.
The same way to me. That same crazy psychopath at the end.
He did, but I
Yeah.
feel like he delivered his lines better, as you can say.
He put the cocaine down.
Yeah,
I tell you, man.
He was straight Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde in this shit.
I loved it. I loved it because when he came in for the first couple of times, he was coming in like, we're gonna do this the right way, and this is how we do it. And he was showing Kreese some stuff until Kreese said, "Hey."
When he saw Kreese's weakness was old boy.
Yeah.
Then he went back drinking and pacing back and forth like fucking
Yeah.
Darth Maul.
Yo, he had his little
he had his epiphany then. Okay, motherfucker.
he had his little fucking Green Goblin conversation with himself.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he started to switch. That's when he
Cobra Kai? Okay.
Yeah.
So who does he think he is?
It's like a paintbrush. Boy, that's the worst kind of ass whipping to get, a paintbrush ass whipping, boy.
Yeah, he did. Like I said, he did a good job in that. I like the fact that they gave some of the other characters like Hawk, Tori, that they gave them a little bit more of the shine today.
Yeah.
No problem, Ninja.
They did a lot of character arcs. I mean,
yeah, they gave them, and I love the fact because I was like, I wanted Tori to win. Like the tournament at the end, I wanted her to win because you felt for her story. You know what I mean? And I thought Sam was kind of
a bratty.
Bratty little. You know what I mean? I didn't want Sam to win. So when they made Tori win, I was like, good. I have an issue with it, which I'll get into when we get to the negatives, but there was an issue that I had with that. But other than that, man, Miguel's story arc was pretty good. How he's going to look for his father. Again, there's an issue that I have with that because it seems like every time you watch this show, there's always like some sort of coincidence that happens. Like in one season, Robby goes to talk to his father, and as he turns the corner, his father's hugging Miguel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's called soap operas. That's what that's called.
Yeah, that's the soap opera stuff they do.
It's
right?
always the worst thing that can happen.
When I say I love you, then he said,
right, and then I love you, Robby. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, like really.
There's that soap opera shit again,
Sent that nigga off the deep end. And he got abandoned karate and went to Mexico.
Exactly, right? So, and he's crying, you know what I mean? He's like, I love you too, that. And then even at one scene where he's like, oh, Miguel, I know what's been going on with you. And Miguel's like, you have? And he's like, yeah, your girlfriend, argument. And then Miguel's like, so they have that kind of stuff in there.
That's soap opera. That's your Days of Our Lives or whatever that bullshit you be watching.
Days of Our Lives was fire back in the day, bro. I don't care what you want to say. I used to love me some Days of Our Lives, man.
I ain't never watched that, but I watched Young and the Restless.
See, even Danny watched one. You
wasn't forced this because he was sitting on the goddamn floor in front of the TV and couldn't change the channel because Mom Dukes wasn't playing that shit. Exactly.
My grandma, she watched.
Yeah, I watched all that shit too. I didn't want to, and I still don't like it.
This is what it was, man. Donahue, Prize Is Right, the news, Dallas fucking news. I mean, and then oh my God, every day. You set your clock back.
Ninja, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, go ahead, finish up.
All right.
Yeah, as you were saying.
So, also the score for Cobra Kai, like always, is great.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Silver, though, that's the biggest positive out of all of them. His character arc in this season was really good. They brought so many elements. They mentioned, Karate Kid 3 very well. You know, it was all really good. All the, fan service in this season as well. Um, Also, just a lot of the character arcs, like Tori's arc, was actually really good in this season, unlike like her season 2 arc and all of that. I actually cared about her, just like what Yello said. You know, there's a lot of good stuff in this season. Especially Hawk. That's
Yeah.
one character. Hawk, to me, like just him winning that fight just brought me, because Hawk is actually my favorite character out of all of them. So I'm just glad that Hawk finally got another moment to shine, just like in season 3, and his character development as well when they, shaved his mohawk and all of that. I love his whole arc regarding that.
Yeah,
So
I agree with you.
yeah.
Ray sent a $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Ray. Much appreciated. So, do you guys recommend watching this? Oh, absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
if you
Start at episode 1.
yeah, start from the first season if you haven't watched it yet, and just keep going, man, because it's all entertaining. It's all fun to watch.
Yep.
And if the first listen, most people really like Cobra Kai. Soon, like most people who I heard who has seen it, they liked it from the beginning. If for whatever reason you're like me and you just hate that first episode because it's all about the 80s and Johnny Lawrence, who no one ever liked, like just power through. It gets better immediately after that first episode. Like immediately. So
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys this: what Yello said, the first episode didn't catch him. Did the first episode catch you guys?
I really can't remember because I know I think a lot of times, like I said, now that I do this, we all do this. I listen to
Right.
people that I think opinions are good,
Mhm.
and I think somebody told me, "Hey, check it out." That was on here, and then I check it out for myself. So I don't think I hated it like Yellow did, but I know I can definitely sympathize with what he's saying because that's how I felt about WandaVision. The first 2 episodes, I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna like this shit," but I powered through it. So yeah, power through it. Definitely power through it.
Gotcha.
Me
Yeah, go ahead.
personally, I thought the first episode, like, it did not like grab me entirely. Like, I watched it. I'm like, okay, it was an okay episode. Let's see where this goes. Because I really loved, I love the first Karate Kid film. That to me is like top 10 best films of all time for me. I really love the first one. So I'm like, all right, let's see where this goes and all of that. And yeah, I actually agree with Yello. I think episode 2 picks it up so much better. If they like combined the first 2 episodes somehow, I think it would have been better.
hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shorten that motherfucker. Shorten both those motherfuckers. Cut that whole first up. Listen, I watched the very first episode when it first came out back on YouTube Red.
Yeah.
I watched it. I was like, oh, because I had YouTube, because I had already, I was a YouTube, I'm a diehard YouTube fan. I've been paying YouTube for a long time. I fucks with Google. They don't care about me. I'm not saying they're a good company, but I fucks with Google. And it was just there. So I was like, all right, let me see this. I liked Karate Kid. Let me see. I know it's about John. Like I understood what it was, but this is before everybody knew that it was the greatest thing in the world and all that, right? You know what I'm saying? So it was early.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode. I was like, turn this shit off. The highlighted episode is Johnny beats up some kids outside of a strip mall. That's the highlighted episode. I'm like, I don't care about Johnny. I don't care. He deserves to get bullied by these high school bullies. He deserves it. He's a terrible person. Like, I don't care about him. It's not funny. Like it was like, oh, that's kind of funny. Oh, you can't say sissy no more. Oh God. Like, I don't care, bro. I don't care that he's moving in next to this Mexican kid who's actually Ecuadorian, I guess. I don't fucking know. Like, I didn't care about none of that shit. And then years pass. It gets on, I think 2 years, and then it ends up on Netflix, and everybody's ranting and raving about it. Oh, it's the greatest thing in the world. I'm like, let me try it again, get with my lady, watch the first episode, felt the exact same way. So I was like, all right, I wasn't bugging. This first episode is trash. Fuck Johnny. And then, the second episode, Yeah, that shit was great. And I've been in love ever since. So shout out to everybody who was like, Cobra Kai is the best. It's only because of y'all that I watched it and found out how good it was. I'm done talking now. I don't know whose turn it is.
I think Nzo froze. Look like.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. So but yeah, man, I guess, you know, before we move on to any other segments, you feel what I'm saying? More positives that anybody thought about while anybody else was talking, because I sure as hell did.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo what you said to Yellow, man. Like I said, people, if you don't know, watch something or happen to trip on it yourself and discover it yourself, you kind of listen to what people in your circles talk about, and they say, "Yeah, Cobra Kai." So that's really why I watched, because I really wasn't, like you said. If I'm not mistaken, YouTube gave like the first 2 episodes free, and then you had to pay for the rest on that YouTube TV.
Yep.
And I was like, I ain't paying for this shit. And then when it came on Netflix, so that's when I watched. Yeah, because I hate when they do that, man. They give you the first 2 episodes free and trick you into it.
Get you hooked.
Yep. Because that's how they did with that damn Picard shit. I watched like 2 episodes of Picard, and I said, I'm not paying $8.99 to watch this because it ain't really grabbing me like I think Star Trek should grab me. But man, now so Netflix, sorry, I already had that. So yeah,
Throw that bitch on.
Plus.
Yeah, we got you now. You good? You back?
Yeah,
you good?
Yeah, little freezing up, but get to the super chat super chat real quick. Ray sent a $5 super chat. All I have to know is this better than Karate Kid, because I like that movie a lot. Yeah, it's up there with the Karate Kid, man. I'm definitely gonna say that.
Are you talking about this?
Ninja was a big Karate Kid fan.
Or the one with Will Smith's son? Because both.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah,
that one's good.
He must be talking about the OG joint.
The original.
Yeah, he must be talking about the OG joint.
There should have been the Kung Fu Kid, because he didn't know karate. They didn't do karate in there. That was Kung Fu.
Yeah, he did Kung Fu.
It still was fire. I liked it. A lot of people don't, but
it was all right. It wasn't. It wasn't. I wouldn't go so far as to say fire, but it was all right. I wasn't mad about it. I was not. You know, it was a little corny. I was like, well, it's kind of supposed to be corny. It's a kid beating up people. Yeah. Like it's supposed to be. Yeah. But no, I wasn't mad about it.
I really like Jackie Chan and his chemistry. Jackie Chan was really good in there.
I agree. Yeah. I liked it, man. It was one of those movies where I was like, this is going to be trash. And I guess that's why I liked it as much as I did, because I went in there thinking it was going to be garbage, but I really did enjoy that one too.
If I'm not mistaken, it came after that shit with him and his daddy, right? A lot of people get turned off when they think about that movie with Will Smith and his son. What is that thing when he was on Earth Prime?
After Earth?
Shit?
After Earth.
No,
I think it... No, I think it came out before.
Yeah, it was a while before that, because after Earth he was a little kid in the Karate Kid, and after Earth he was a little
older, which was trash. But yeah, like I said, man, there was a lot of things that I really did enjoy in this series. I liked the chemistry with the characters, and I said this earlier when we were backstage. Miguel's mom wasn't too bad to look at. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, okay,
she was not. She was not.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman.
Yeah, like that definitely worked for me.
Man, I love to play that bed scene with her. Yeah. Let's do this again. Cut.
Yeah, I'm just not. You know, I feel like I'm not in my groove. Like I'm just. There's something about. Tell me my motivations again. She's hot. That's your motivation.
Facts. And the story, like there's things in the story that they did were really good. What we'll do is we'll get into our negatives. So Danny, what were your negatives for this?
Okay. I at one part thought Daniel was Shannon Sharp, because Shannon Sharp called Skip name 2,000 times on the episode. And I'd be damn if Daniel didn't call Mr. I'd be damn if he didn't call Mr. Miyagi name about 2,000 times.
Man.
Mr. Miyagi. Okay, motherfucker, you must have got to get a quota if you say his name so many times that you get an extra bonus or something. That was driving me crazy, man. That was driving me crazy, man. Mr. Miyagi every 5 seconds. I didn't like Kenny. Well, I didn't say I don't like him, but how he was such a little punk, and then he become the tough guy all of a sudden after like 5 or 6 karate lessons in the tournament. He missed the badass. Now I was like, it don't work that way.
No, but he wasn't really Mr. Badass. He had new, like for me, he just had new power. He had power he never had before, so he got corrupted. He wasn't a bad. He was still like, look at the way how he was fighting back. He was mostly running away and then tricking him into, you know what I mean, like setting him up Home Alone style. I love that shit. But please continue.
Yeah. Their fight choreography, man, overall, because there was one scene where Sam was fighting old girl, and like she was like doing all unkarate stuff, unkarate like moves. I'm like, y'all supposed to be like graceful and balance and all this kind of stuff, and you doing all that. They gotta work on it, man. If I say, look, for this next season, y'all got to actually train with somebody that knows something about karate, because y'all look like crap. Now, I will agree with Nzo. Robby was in shape. He looked the part. His moves look pretty good. Hawk moves look pretty good. But for the rest of them, and to me, Miguel, like, he put on some pounds. He was doing that shit he was doing. He put on some weight.
Yeah. So, that fucking that Cobra Kai check. Netflix check.
I heard it's for the Blue Beetle.
Okay.
Probably he's getting thicker.
Yeah, he's getting thicker for the Blue Beetle.
It makes sense.
Yeah. And I didn't like his art with the dad either. Like, all of a sudden he worrying about his dad. I mean, 17 years he had been worrying about his dad. And all of a sudden when they kind of need him in a crucial time, and Johnny was an asshole to him. Like, he wasn't even worrying about was he really hurt. All he was worrying about getting back into the game, so I could kind of see that. And but I didn't like how Robby came back to his dad. Suddenly he got an epiphany. I was wrong all this time, and I don't want to do it. Yeah, okay, motherfucker. You know what you were doing the whole damn time.
I actually like that.
There was no build up to that though. No. There was no like gradual. It was just, oh, these Cobra Kai motherfuckers are trash. Dad.
I understand. It was the kid that did it.
Huh? Oh, right. Because he watched the kid. He watched the kid, and he
said it was like looking in the mirror, and the way the kid progressed was like what happened to him. So he saw that, and that's why he changed. I liked it.
And then he immediately was like, Dad,
I don't want to blame you anymore.
Those 15 years where it was just me and my mom, I don't care.
Then there was one scene they didn't. That whole prom scene, they didn't have to have that whole. They could have cut that whole thing out. I thought that was stupid. That prom scene where they dancing and fighting all at the same time. I just thought.
The actual like dance, the fucking dance, the step up like dance battle type shit that they did.
They could have.
It went a little far. It went, It was a bit much. And then they do the same thing with fucking. Was it Carrie Underwood? What are we doing?
Yeah, Carrie Underwood. While they was fighting, she was singing, going back and forth. I didn't like that. I want to see the fight. I don't want to hear her sing about some kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, why are you here?
Yeah, but
that wasn't for us, though, man. That was for Middle America.
Yeah, not very, very like I can understand the things that you didn't like. Like, it's not like, oh, come on, Danny, like really, but yeah, 100%. Because there are some things in this show that have you just like scratching your head sometimes. You know, like really, like that.
Where are the police?
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you guys have been fucking fighting for years, and now you guys are actually finally getting together, and you never sat down to say, well, okay, so this is how we'll do our training. You know what I mean? Like, we'll do it like this, do this, you know, we'll teach some defense, and you have fucking Daniel, who like, I don't give a fuck about your shit is garbage, this is that, we're not gonna do that. You know what I mean? It's like, you guys came together for a cause, so at this point, I think you should. Yeah,
I feel you. But when Terry Silver came up, Danny was clearly traumatized. He was clearly like, son,
he lost his shit.
He couldn't think straight. So like, I'm not even gonna hold him for like trying to stick so close to Miyagi, because Miyagi saved Danny's life. Because Terry fucking Cobra Kai almost killed him. First of all, he almost OD'd on cocaine, because Terry, so it was mandatory. Terry was like, here, hit this. Now break the board. You feel what I'm saying?
And then one thing too, okay, old boy in Okinawa taught him that shit where it like paralyzes you. Because he used it on Johnny when they was fighting. Why he teach his kids that and use that shit in the fight?
Cause the last time he taught his kids to fight, he did one of the motherfuckers kicked the nigga off the stairs and he broke his back and he wasn't never gonna walk again. He thought maybe he was like, it's probably not a good idea to teach these motherfuckers everything.
I would at least teach my daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, how she was acting, she'd fuck around, turn around, use it on your ass. And then what? Then you'd have been up shit's creek.
Well, he brought the guy that taught him. So what you think?
At the end, you're right.
Yeah.
You see, at next season now, based on what they put into place, it could be all them against Kreese. I mean, against Terry Silver.
It seems like it. Yeah.
There's nobody gonna be on Terry Silver's side that we see now, unless Daniel's daughter goes over there, because right now her head ain't in the right place.
But she got Johnny. She's not going to fuck with Terry Silver.
Right. So what
she got Johnny right there.
So what they'll have to do is they'll probably have to bring in someone, because it looks like Tori's gonna leave there, right?
Yeah.
Robbie left. Robbie's gone.
Yeah.
Too.
Let's make Big Boy something special. And Kenny.
Yeah, maybe Kenny, because I think
the Chinese guy.
Yeah,
so bad. The rich Chinese.
They're gonna be Cobra. Yeah, they're gonna be Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
Cobra Kai. Kreese is in jail. They're gonna be Cobra Kai. Absolutely.
And it looked like Silver kind of took a liking to Kenny, right? So maybe if they do takes a year for the next one, Kenny can get buffed up a little bit more. You know what I mean? And be not a fucking.
They don't need to get buffed up. It's Cobra Kai. They can learn how to fight in 6 weeks.
You teach him off screen, and then we come back this year.
Right.
Or come back next season. He's fucking a damn machine.
Yeah, I agree. Yellow, your negatives.
Most of what Danny said, really. I love Kenny, so I disagree there. But Johnny and fucking Daniel LaRusso, Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso, all of their conversations, I just hate when they're on screen. I don't like either one of them. I know he's the Karate Kid and he's fucking, Johnny, and the show is about him, but not because he's not even Cobra Kai anymore or whatever. They're going to end. He's going to have the Cobra Kai name back and it's going to be good now or some bullshit like that. I certainly hope not. But I hate all the adults on this shit. None of the adults make good decisions. How many times can you have the same conversation? Like what Danny was saying, you niggas ain't sit down and talk about what the plan was going to be. They have the same conversations over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Like over and over and over and over and over again.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it always ends in my way is right. Hoo ha, hee ha, hoo ha.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro?
I agree. 100%. And I think one of the things that Silva said in this that kind of summed Daniel up for me is when he said, we're going to show that prick a little something, right? Bring him down to earth. Because through the whole 4 seasons, Daniel seemed like he was, oh yeah, my style's better. I'm better and better. Yeah. I got that vibe from him, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is the whole thing.
You think Mr. Miyagi is God? I mean,
how you saying his name? Saying shit like it's a prayer.
Hey man, maybe Mr. Miyagi touched him in a way where he couldn't forget Mr.
Miyagi. I'm gonna go back to season and count how many times he said.
I wanted to do that too, Daddy. I want to do that too.
You better get a clicker. You better not try to remember.
No, write it down on paper. 1, 2, 3. All right. Are you done with the negatives, Yellow? Or?
Bro, man. I can't even remember all my negatives, to be honest. So there's another thing too, like all of because there's a lot of switches. They do a lot of oh, this character's good now. This character's bad now. Like they do a lot of that stuff in this season, and I don't think any of it is handled particularly well. It's good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand what's happening, but I don't really ever feel it really. You know what I'm saying? Not really. Yeah. And that's it's hard to invest in whatever the story is. So then I'm kind of just watching it I'm just watching it for fun. I'm just watching to see what's the shenanigans we're going to get into this time. And I think that part of it is very good, and right when it gets too soap opera, like the Ninja, I think was the score was like, oh, the music, the score is great. Yeah. I hate it. I hate it very much because every single time they say first of all, specifically with Danny and Johnny, it happens with everybody, but with Danny and Johnny, they say some shit. They'll say a simple line that's like, we gotta the problem with Cobra Kai is they strike first. Karate is about defense, and then the music kicks up. It's like dun, dun, dun. Like it's so soap opera that it distracts me. Every single conversation they have, or yeah, well, maybe we should just do separately. I'm like, yeah, come on, bro. This is not a Western. I'm not waiting. There's no suspense here. I'm not waiting to see what happens next. I know what's gonna happen next because you keep doing it every 2 or 3 episodes. Like it's not. I'm not surprised by anything. I don't know. I just it's so soap opera. But right when they start to do too much soap opera, right at the point where I'm like, where if I was watching daytime TV and I was watching fucking Young and the Restless or some shit, and they, because they get you a little bit. You're like, oh shit, what's he about to say next? Oh, he about to say something crazy, and then there's like no consequences. Right when they get to that point in Cobra Kai, motherfuckers start fighting. So I'm like, all right, cool, okay, all right, cool. So that's how they keep me. You feel what I'm saying? So like, but with that said, if these fights don't get better, and if these storylines don't get better, and if this like if they don't do something with these adults that is interesting, I'm gonna be out. It's it's still good. I still love it. I will still remember it fondly. But like so many CW shows, that soap opera shit, I can only go for so long. You can only trick me so many times with the fight scenes. So
I think one more season to cap it off would be great. You know what I mean? Finish off the next season.
This should be the last season coming up.
Yeah. Should be, because they're just going to end up dragging it on too much, and then they're going to run out of things to do, and they're just going to start rehashing or trying to do stuff that's just really dumb. And I'm just like, okay, nah, you guys need to end it soon, man. 1 or 2 seasons if that's the case, but you can't go on like 8 or 7 seasons. It just would be dumb. Nindroid, negatives.
Okay, so I have this is my big one. Okay, so they split, the Dan and LaRusso and Lawrence. They split. That is my biggest negative, because all that they complain about, like for the past like 3 seasons, was that no, I'm not ever gonna work with him. I'm not gonna work with him. And then finally at the end of season 3, we're like, oh. So next season, we're going to get them actually trying to work with each other. Because Allie was brought back. That was their motivation.
Wait, did she come back last season?
Yeah.
I did not even remember that shit.
And that's what motivated them to. That's what motivated them to combine dojos, because they got to win together. And then what happens in like the 3rd episode or 2nd episode? They then split.
Immediately break up.
Yeah. And I'm like, why couldn't this happen? Maybe I could see episode 6 or something, like more in the middle. Like that's the middle of it. And then at the end they can do the same exact thing where they're like, no. But it just makes it feel like Allie was brought back just for now fan service and nothing more.
That's all this show is, bro.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it is fan service, but come on.
They would dig up Miyagi, what is my guy's name? Pat Morita's grave if they could. I promise you. This shit ain't nothing but fan service. And then they sprinkle in some like, a little bit of intrigue.
Yeah. But now it just makes it feel like, at least for the story-wise point, it's like there's nothing important now about that appearance besides, oh, hey, it's her again, But anyway, that's my biggest negative. I thought Stingray was annoying, but that's just the character. So, I mean, like, I don't really care really for him. I'm trying to think of some other negatives.
How about let me help you. How about where the fuck is Johnny getting all this goddamn open warehouse, abandoned rooftops at like access?
That is actually a good point. That is actually a good point.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
He had a cement truck a season ago.
No, wait, this is a negative. I just remembered it. They brought back the girl from the first 2 seasons,
Yeah.
and they
Come on,
brought her
the
back.
black girl, the interracial girl.
Yeah. They brought her back, and that was the episode that Johnny was trying to find a girl, for
Yeah.
the thing. So instantly, your mind should be thinking, "Oh, they're gonna bring her back into the show, and she's gonna be that, the girl for them." No, then they bring back this they bring in this new character that's not interesting whatsoever. That's just a bitch and all of that. I'm like, they're like, oh my god, okay, well that's just a wasted guest cameo as well.
Yeah. They paid her to sit on the couch. And shout out to her. She got paid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would do that. I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna do this fake karate. All I gotta do is sit and talk for 5 minutes.
Yep.
Like, how much? $30,000? Okay, bet I'm there. Thank you.
What's up, Stormy? And also to add, Cobra Kai was good, but I needed to end now. Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, like I said, one more season would be fine if they did that.
I want to see Terry Silver what he does, but after that, that's pretty much it.
I'm gonna be honest, man. If they ended this season differently, it's a great close. Because the whole time I'm like, oh, all right, okay. Oh, all right, okay. So it felt like this might be the last one. I don't know. I don't stay up on Cobra Kai news. I don't care that much, but but it felt like this could be the last one. And if they ended with like a fucking Eagle Fang, Miyagi-Do or Miyagi Fang, whatever they ended up calling that shit at the end. If they ended with a Miyagi Fang victory, I'm cool. Cobra Kai is done. You feel what I'm saying? We can move on. Like we did it, and then maybe Johnny takes the Cobra Kai. You see Johnny at the end with the Cobra Kai shit on, and I don't know. They call it Miyagi Kai. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I agree with that.
100.
Also, too, man, at least Daniel does demonstrate his stuff, but Johnny never demonstrates his stuff. Like, he don't get in the damn cement truck and show the kids that it can be done.
He definitely jumped over that roof, did he? He definitely was like, go ahead, little girl, jump across the roof.
You know what, tell them do the crazy shit, but he never demonstrates to show them.
This baby is all but 5'2". He talk about jump across the rooftops. This little girl is 5'2". He said, here's some
matches. He had 3 mattresses down there and
just spread out, just spread, like he threw him off the roof. Like he was like,
do you have
let me get one more. No, he's a fucking idiot. And that's why I'm not mad at him for being a bad parent. Like, I get it. He's a terrible adult. I understand he's trash. He's stupid. Danny, there's no reason for him to be behaving this way. There's no reason.
Yeah.
The mama's stupid too, because why would you let somebody that has no medical training at all train your son that has a crippled injury and he got him in this makeshift shit and all the time? I'm like,
just stringing him up like fucking Batman.
For real.
The Dark Knight Rises, I'm gonna punch him in his back. It's gonna fix everything.
I thought for sure when he tried that tornado kick shit, I said, yeah, his back fucked though. He done.
It certainly was.
Yeah.
It certainly was.
Oh, it's just a strain. Motherfucker, you not hear that crack, all that shit.
Nah, it's not. It's hurt just bad enough to get on the bus and go to Mexico. It's hurt just bad enough.
Just bad enough that he didn't. And I knew it. I was like, okay, he's definitely not coming out for the final fight. You know what I mean? Like, you could see the writing was on the wall, and it was a way to make him so that I guess he didn't lose. I guess they didn't want him to lose, so they said, okay, we'll find a way to get him out there and have Hawk win it. Just I don't know when.
It's cool.
Yeah, right.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. We got that super dope Hawk and Robby fight because of it. That's the thing with about soap operas, right? It's trash. So you're just like, it's cool. It's fine.
But Hawk needs to get his mohawk back. Yeah, I don't like him like that.
I'm good.
Without the mohawk?
He need the mohawk back, bro.
I'm good. I hated that shit from the beginning. And he had they did the fucking Hawk
every time. Yeah, right. I know, right? I thought Robby was like a standout character in this one because when he started fighting, I was like, oh shit, Robby fighting like a badass. Like when he fought the black kid and he stood up and he was just like doing all that shit. I was like, oh, Robby,
he fighting, he training,
Robby
he
was,
doing, he look good.
Yeah, he looked like he's really
You
doing
see,
it in
he
real
took
life,
his shirt
right?
off, huh? You see, he made sure he was like,
yeah.
Hey, I work out. Y'all gonna see what happens.
I don't get to eat pizza for all the whole time while I'm shooting this show. You're gonna see these abs, motherfucker.
Exactly.
You're gonna check out this tricep.
And then when he fucking Hawk looks at the ref and the ref is just like so Hawk takes off his shirt too.
Look like like an Ethiopian, like an albino Ethiopian. Like, what the fuck? Put that shit back on.
Yeah, for real.
You ain't got the definition, no boy got.
For real. But from they did the freestyle and they showed Robby and he did the backflip. I don't know if it was really him that did it, but if it was, I was like, okay. If that was really him, you could see that he's training. Then when you watch the fighting, I could see that his moves are getting a little bit more fluent and they look like he's been really practicing doing his karate. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, at least he's taking it a little bit seriously.
Yeah,
you know, he wants.
They should put in their contract. Look, don't y'all come on here looking like damn Danny and his brothers shadow boxing in South Carolina.
Especially the kids. Cool. Especially they're all new.
It's a karate show. So you should be doing karate.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Or at least some kind of martial arts. You get in there and do some jiu-jitsu. I won't be mad at you. Like you swim around some nigga leg, throw him in an ankle lock. I'm cool with it. Let's go.
Judo, all kind of shit, man. Damn, that's
all that. Do all that, but do something. Don't be out there fucking
looking like you never practice karate. Yeah.
What's that shit? Danny tried to look real serious. He did some old corny shit. Like he spun around.
Oh yeah, when they had the fight together. And he did. I was like, "What the hell?" And who didn't know that fight was going to end the way it did? Like, I knew they weren't going to have.
It's going to be a tie.
Yeah, 100%.
But see, he tried that damn nerve technique shit because Johnny said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
I'd have been doing that the whole match.
For real,
because he's fighting for his life. I'm telling you, Danny is traumatized. That's why he act like that. This karate fucked his life up, and he's fucking his kids up with it now.
That is correct. Brad and Mike. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man?
Classic. I mean, they was bad at it then too. I guess it's fair to say.
They were.
Wasn't he practicing that too? Wasn't Johnny practicing that?
When Johnny did it in the fight when he put his hands up to do it.
I was like, oh my god! If he would have done that in the fight, I would have stopped watching.
Yeah, for real.
Okay. This is some bullshit here.
I was in a deep sleep, and I don't know why. Because when you leave YouTube on, it like if whatever video ends, it goes to it auto plays the next one. You know, so somehow I got on this, and the amount of slander that I was hearing, like I definitely from Yello. I mean, I expected that though.
I'm not. I'm singing the praises.
You're doing, what was it? It wasn't a humble brag. It was a
backhanded compliment.
Yeah. Let me see. There was something. Let's see. I got to get the terminology correct.
Fam, I've been singing the praises of Cobra Kai. I love it. It's great. It's lots of fun. Like I've been saying all kind. I love the kids. The kids are great. I love the kids.
But it ain't perfect.
The adults are trash. Every single adult on this show is garbage. The ring announcer is probably the most like he makes the most sense to me out of all the adults, and he's going too far. He's like, who the hell is this motherfucker doing my job?
Yeah, you see how they changed? Man, we voting him out of here next year.
Yeah.
Oh, he did it. He got her. He got Chris Underwood. Oh man, fantastic job, man. Fantastic job, bro.
For real.
Let's see within the confines of the universe that they've set up.
Oh shit.
It is perfect.
The universe with no cops. The universe kids could get into fallout.
I mean, I was thinking about this
under the bridge brawls with zip guns and
masks.
Shit.
Yes, I mean this is what's called escapism. This is like when you go to watch things, you don't sit there and question the logistics of it. Like I've been going to this for the past couple of days. I had the privilege, I don't know if it's privilege, of hearing somebody complain about a movie with a giant ape fighting a giant lizard and complaining about the structure, how they built the dome. Like, how were they able to build the dome around King Kong? And I'm like, wait, you got a movie where there's a giant monkey fighting a giant lizard, and you're worried about construction. Really, and whether the union had all the permits, the proper permits, where they got their the materials from. Like,
did OSHA approve this? Did OSHA approve this? There's no way.
You know, I'm like, there are levels.
But that's not the same thing to kids breaking out in fights every fucking week at a school and still going to that school.
This
That's
is probably the only town where karate matters this much. Okay, so just go with it.
For real.
The backbone of the economy is fucking exploiting child karate.
That is crazy.
So
I
like,
will say one thing about Kenny Dope. He set their ass up pretty good with all that video footage.
It was a good plan, man.
I did like that.
Yep, I did too. Mike, your positives, your first impressions, everything. What you thought about this series, season 4?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed the call. I mean, I'm wondering though. I don't want to get too spoilery because these are just speculations. But if they do bring in Hilary Swank,
bro, is
that either? And I'm hoping it's not. But is it either A, going to be Tori's mother, or B, or B?
But we met her mom, didn't we? We know her mom. She's like,
no. She was always in the other room.
Yeah, we
that
never
was her
met the mom.
auntie.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta pay more attention. See,
and
that's soap opera music, man. I'm telling you.
Now that Terry is the big bad, the main, whatever, maybe they're all going to team up against him next season, and then he'll join them, and then they'll all have to team up against Hilary Swank in season 6.
They sent this nigga John Kreese to jail for being a Stingray.
For real.
None of the kids get in trouble. The one motherfucker that gets the cops called on us.
It's totally innocent.
See?
Wasn't even there.
For real.
That's some. Nothing with that. That is pretty sick.
Listen,
that's some sick.
This
shit,
is
man.
see what I'm hearing right now is unadulterated.
Adulterated.
Joy, you guys haven't see. This is what this is supposed to do. You're not supposed to sit there and yes, just enjoy the show. It was good. The only thing I hate about it,
right? Just turn your brain off,
dude. Exactly. The only thing I hate about it is that they drop it all at once. I wish they wouldn't do that because then it forces me to consume it all at once. Because I just I'm just gonna do one. Yeah. I'm gonna space it out, and then by the I'm like, oh wait, I'm on episode 8 already, so I might as well just keep doing it. Like, let me just do one more, and then by.
Well, you can have discipline, Mike, and just do one a week.
Fuck that.
I can't. I tried. I can't. It doesn't work.
Listen, I was a big proponent. I was proselytizing. I would climb on top of the local church and scream, streaming is life, binge watch everything. Now, nah, we definitely got to go back to weekly programming. So I feel like it's just, you get more out of it. Yeah. Like I had to rewatch the whole first season of The Witchers because I completely forgot about it. I really like The Witcher. I completely forgot about that shit. Because I binged it when it first came out 2 years ago or whatever the fuck it was, right?
And that I can agree with. For me, I'm in a kind of a catch-22 kind of with it because I love the binge watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then some episodes, some shows, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, oh man, you gotta wait till next fucking week. Like, come on. But it does give you more each week to talk about, right? Because you do the roundtables, episodes, stuff like that. And after
the
2 or 3 weeks,
it's great for content. It's great for content.
Yeah.
Right.
Binge watching is not good for YouTubers.
Right. You get that one time to talk about it, and then it's done. And then 2 weeks later, people have moved on to the next show.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
The episodic is definitely where it's at. If you're
but the good thing is, though, they're halfway into season 5 already filming it. So
good.
Maybe they'll drop it by the end of the year or something.
I hope that's the last one. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. This seems to be the last season right here.
I think
how much longer this shit can go on.
I think 1 or 2 more seasons, one at the best, like best case scenario, 1 more. But if not, 2 more seasons, and then you end it because you're just going to start.
If it's another
It's
season
just
as
in the
this, they
middle.
got to transition away from Daniel and Johnny. Nobody wants to see them.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm
They
so
gotta-
tired. I'm so sick of
They
it.
gotta,
I'm
they
so
gotta
sick.
let, they gotta let their kids be like the focal point.
I agree.
Yeah.
Offense, defense,
See,
strike first.
But I think they've
Miyagi.
been doing a good
You're
job
right, you
integrating the kids into the stuff.
Oh,
Though.
absolutely. I
This
agree
season
too.
wasn't as heavy as it was in like season 1 or 2 between them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the kids just
Yeah,
gotta
but
get better, Mike, with their fighting, man. The only one that seen
Danny,
only
it's like,
one,
but the fighting though.
yeah, the only one that seems to work about it is Robbie, and he's got better. But the rest
Now
of them,
Hawk get busy too. Don't see Hawk get.
Yeah,
That's why
Hawk
they
was
fight was so
pretty
good.
good, too.
Hawk get busy too. Don't try
Yeah,
and act like
Hawk
Hawk don't get busy.
okay.
I know. I feel you.
Yeah,
His
Hawk.
pecs didn't
I-
ripple as much when he took his shirt off. So you're like, come on.
I give you Hawk, but the rest of them,
Yeah, Sam was looking rough. Sam was
the
looking
girl,
rough.
Oh
the girl
yeah,
ain't bad.
Sam.
Yo, when they shot her Street Fighter kick, they were fucking Tatsumaki Sepukaki. Like they focused on her feet. The feet turned, and then they looked at her. It was her head, and like it was the fucking. It was just bad. It was everything. But the editing was bad. The fucking cinematography was bad. The choreography was bad. She clearly can't move her body. Like that shit was just bad. I was like, that's the.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers been
Cobra
talking
Kai
about this
girl.
one kick for 3 episodes. They were talking about this kick. And that's the fucking that's it. That's the kick. Like that shit was bad.
What are you gonna say, Danny?
I said the Cobra Kai girl, she ain't bad, but those are the best three.
Tori?
Yeah, Tori.
Yeah, Tori wasn't too bad.
But that old goofy boy that got the good looking girl, he's irritating to me.
Oh, that's the question.
Hawk's best friend?
Yeah. He's okay.
Wait, who he?
But,
Oh, he with the blonde one? Nah, yo,
Yeah.
Moon. Nah, Moon is Moon is queen. Yo, where's Moon at? Moon. I'm glad that Hawk and Moon got back together. Moon is bae. I love everything about Moon. I appreciate. I love her energy.
Man. Oh my man.
Which one?
They got the brother looking all. Man.
Oh, the big black guy.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
he definitely look like Blindside, don't he? Don't he look like he look like?
Like, come on, bro. You know your kicks ain't getting past nobody's stomach. You know you ain't kicking nobody past nobody's stomach.
I was dead ass like, why is he kicking? Then they did the whole like they had their cute little like the skills test.
Right.
I was like, I don't need this. Just skip this and fight.
Breaking boards and punching shit, man.
Yeah, like I get it because everybody can't fight, right? So you're like, I definitely didn't want to see. I definitely didn't want to see fucking the big dude fight. I definitely because like it was gonna be bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough, but yeah, I don't know, man. I just didn't need to see all that fucking dancing and shit.
So Stormy said they signed for 6 seasons. So if they do 6 seasons and end it there, I will be fine with it because I think they could do at least 2 more seasons where it's at least entertaining. I think after that it may drop off.
Well, if they do a season 5, they're gonna make season 6 build up the Terry Silver showdown.
Right.
Build up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have no showdown with him season 5. Let that be season 6, the big showdown, and maybe Kreese and Johnny.
Hell no. Then what are they gonna do all season 5? See, this is the problem. Motherfuckers want them to stretch the show out. Season 5.
Well, I'm saying
we're
done. If they're gonna get season 6, what's gonna be season 6 then?
I don't know. That's why they shouldn't have it. But don't make me wait a whole season to wait for Terry Silver. I'm not get the fuck out of here.
We could have Terry Silver. We could have him like recruiting, getting new fighters to Cobra Kai, right? Showing how he's trying to build Cobra Kai around different states and stuff like that. And they can have the conflict between the kids at the forefront of that, you know what I mean? Where they're always fighting someone from Cobra Kai or something like that. And then in the 6th,
all of that shit sounds trash. Like we're talking about 10 episodes of Terry Silver not fighting nobody. Like Danny and Terry need to go hand in hand.
No,
maybe
they can fight, but not have the tournament until the next season.
That's what I'm saying. Now, then what's the point in the season then? What's the point in the season is my question. What's the point in this season?
Build up to the motherfucking tournament.
That's called fluff. That is called filler. That is called stretching.
Season
that's
5.
Like, what are they gonna do? How many conversations do you think Danny and Johnny are gonna have if we spend a whole season getting ready for the tournament in the next season? How many times are you gonna hear Miyagi then?
Okay, season 5 is the foreplay. Season 6 when you bust a nut.
We don't need 10 seasons of foreplay. We don't need 10 episodes of foreplay, bro.
I'm just telling you.
Hey, to be fair, there was no tournament last season. Season 3, they didn't have one.
Right.
Season 3 was good. They built up. Right. They
And
built up to this
season
point.
3 is where the decline started for me. That's what I'm saying to you.
For
And now
you,
season
I thought
4,
season 3
while
was
as much as
fire.
I enjoy season 4, it's still going down because you can't keep stretching this shit. Like it's
Bro,
gonna become every soap opera
you gonna
where you're
watch
just
it.
gonna
You
have
gonna
different
watch
people
it
doing the
because,
same story beats. They were already doing it.
but you
They're
gonna
already
watch
like
it
they
because
just
you
did it with
already
Kenny.
invested.
I
You gonna watch
might
it.
not. That
You
is not
gonna
how
watch
I work. I give up fast. I am a quitter.
But you
Okay.
know, but you know,
I don't
you
need
might,
to finish. If
yeah,
it's not interesting,
you
I
like
almost gave
Terry
up on
Silver.
Boba Fett. I'm
Okay.
enjoying Boba Fett for the most part. But this last episode with all these flashbacks that they don't explain to me why he cares about these people. Like
Phantom Zone.
I almost gave up.
Phantom
I'm trying to
Zone.
tell you.
Negro,
I'm trying to tell you.
Quickly.
I stop. I don't keep watching some shit that I'm not in it for the long. That's the type of people who do that. Is the type of people who say, "Oh, but I spent all this time with this girl. Let
How
her
would you
go.
quit if it's something you
Let
never
her go.
saw?
I don't want to waste the last 6 years of my life. It was a waste. Let her go. It's okay.
Or he's saying
There's other
that
TV shows out here. There's other pussy.
You never saw
Ain't
what
no
they
pussy
showed
better
you.
than new pussy. That's all I'm saying. Huh? My fault. What? I was talking. My fault. What?
That was new pussy. You never seen what they showed you. You
Yeah,
never saw that.
ain't no pussy better than new. I seen these motherfuckers before.
I'm saying that was new. You didn't never seen what happened to Bobo Fett out when he got
No,
out of the
no,
Scarlet
this,
Pack.
huh?
You never
No,
saw
I'm not
what
saying that. What I'm saying is, I will stop watching it if it's not entertaining. That's what I'm saying. The moment it becomes more of a fucking labor than it is entertaining, I'm not watching it anymore because I don't care what happens at the end. You need to entertain me for every motherfucking second that I'm looking at you.
Oh my god.
So let me ask Mike this: did you have any dislikes in the series, Mike?
He can't not like it. It's from the 80s. He can't. Everything about it is perfect. It's the greatest.
All right, man. I'm good from the 80s too. I'm cool. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I'm trying to think. I
See?
don't think I did.
So Johnny and Danny having the same conversation every episode wasn't like mad trash. Like it's not mad corny by now. After 4 seasons of this shit, these motherfuckers having the same conversation. Grown ass men.
Well, see, immediately when they started with the whole working together thing, I knew that wasn't going to last. And then eventually
because soap opera, everything has to go wrong.
Exactly. And then everything like a certain person who created the Star Wars universe said that, you know, everything is rhythmic and it rhymes. So I knew that they were eventually the season was going to teach them how to work together. And then at the end, they would learn that they had to modify both of their styles and incorporate both of them to have, you know, one successful style that would beat them, which they didn't win at the end. Didn't you even like that? Didn't that pull a Ryan Johnson-esque subverting your expectations?
See, I know you're used to like arguing with people who hate everything. I like Cobra Kai still. Yeah, but I knew Cobra Kai was gonna win because it's called Cobra Kai, and that's what they did the first time. They was like Cobra Kai. Oh, guess what? Cobra Kai won, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, duh, Cobra Kai won because it's called Cobra Kai." So I knew Cobra Kai was gonna
win. I feel you. I knew they were gonna win too. Some sort of.
And I ain't mad about it. I love how it worked out. I love the way. Because Tori deserved it, right? Even all the work she done, even though I wasn't fully bought in by her story, I think it was good enough where I could be like, okay, fine, I'll accept it. It wasn't trash.
Why weren't you? What was it? What was there about it that didn't do?
Because all the adults are dumb. It's like I don't blame none of these kids like enough for their redemptions to like mean anything because all of the adults are trash. So it's like I'm not mad enough to begin with, right? To then be satisfied by this transformation. And then I don't think it was like is handled very well because she didn't actually change. You know what I'm saying? She kind of let one person get to know her a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think she'll have more of a change in the next season. Yeah. I think
sure, but that you know that doesn't mean anything for right now, right? Like I can't judge you on what you promised me. I can't do. You got to give to me. You got to give. So then I can judge it, right? And it's fine. I'm not saying it was bad. I just wasn't all the way sold by it because it's soap opera bullshit. It's like, oh, we had one conversation. Like every single problem on this show can be solved with one conversation. And it's just a matter of when they have that conversation.
But that's the Three's Company trope. You always have to have like something that, you know, a misunderstanding, and that takes you for like 18 minutes, and then the final 2 minutes is spent talking about what you could have talked about at the beginning of the 19 minutes. You know?
It's a sitcom. Absolutely. Three's Company came out in 1974.
Yep.
Are the writers of this the same writers that did like some of the movies or did the movies?
No, these are the guys that did these were fans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are babies. They're babies, man.
Yeah.
They grew up on it, like
They grew up with it. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think let's okay, I'm gonna, since you are correct, Yello. Yes, I do hear about people that trash everything all the time, so that's my default now on YouTube. But especially Nzo, don't even start laughing, because I mean I heard you talk about Hawkeye, so
whatever.
But exactly. So but I think this is probably the best of the ways that they've been taking old properties and utilizing them today. And they deserve credit for that, because it hasn't necessarily, like when they've introduced old things, you know, like say Chosen from last season or whatever, they've done it in a way, I don't want to say that was respectful, but in a way that was like not cheesy, not cheesy, not like
corny or fan service.
Yeah.
Like with Allie, because they definitely just brought her in, like when Ninja was saying, they only brought her in for them to be like, yeah, we should work together. And then they work together, and it's the same conversations they had last season. It's the same fucking, see, I knew this wasn't gonna work. Like that's the line. That's the line that they say right before they fight each other, Danny and fucking Johnny. I knew this wasn't gonna work. That's what they said. And it's over and over again, you know, and it's fucking annoying. It's like it's too. I'm like,
but at least they're trying, though. I mean, would you want them to work together and then actually have it work together, or do you want to see them fail? That way they can sit there and realize, yeah, you know what, this isn't gonna work, and then keep trying at it. I mean, I realize I realize you, Yello, you know, once you're done, I'm out. That's it. You know, it's not, there's nothing of value that's here for me, so I'm done. But
yeah,
sometimes you have to keep trying, because then that'll make that's called I don't know what stakes or an arc, or you know, you learn things because you're working at it, as opposed to having it, it's earned, instead of having it just come to you.
They've been earning it for 4 seasons. They can just, I'm good. Last season, they come now. I think a more interesting way to do this is have them have the conversation, plan to do it, to work together, and then not be good at it, but not so much so that they just can't do it from the beginning, where they're immediately button has like real conflict. The best kinds of conflicts come up between friends. These motherfuckers don't like each other. They barely respect each other. It's like, it's too typical, right? So have them try to work together, and then have these ideological differences that end up maybe splitting the camps in a similar way, right? Where like some students philosophically agree with Danny and philosophically agree with, you know, with Johnny, and then they split up in that way, and then it feels more organic. It doesn't feel like they have to fight because they always fight. You know what I'm saying? Like it's mad. I don't care. Like, I don't care that you fight. First of all, I don't like these motherfuckers. All right. So I'm already biased against them. I don't like none of the old people on this show. I don't like anybody over 27 on this show. Not one of them. They brought in the other chick, the whatever, Danny's cousin or whatever, who's the therapist. I'm sure she's like 32. I'm like, all right, bitch, you just made it. I just like you a little bit.
That's
so
Ralph
like
Macchio's daughter.
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
It makes sense because she looked exactly like that.
She did.
Like, you know, those are the same eyes. I don't know if it's an Italian thing or like what, but you motherfuckers look the same. But yeah, no, that she was great. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why? She makes sense. She's not trapped, whatever. I don't know if it's the smog or there's something in the water where all these motherfuckers are nuts over there. Like, none of the adults make sense.
Absolutely.
There was a question in the chat, which was, who was your worst character? Like, who was the worst character that
Johnny? Nah, who's the worst? Hold on, let me be fair, because Johnny's not the worst. Probably Kreese, man. I hate Kreese the most. I just like, I hate him because I'm supposed to hate him, and then also he doesn't act well. His karate's trash. Like, there's nothing good about him.
Man, Kreese is 76 years old, man. What the hell?
Yeah. I agree.
Was there a character that you didn't like, Danny? What character you don't like in the series?
Kreese, I'm not.
Oh my god!
I just don't like anything he does. I don't like the way he talks. Like, I don't like
if
nothing
you notice,
about him.
If you notice, he don't walk, and he always does this right here. His damn feet look like fucking crow's feet. I look at all that shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Look at a 74-year-old actor to blew this shit, man. And
I like him.
We think he's a
Act, yo.
badass.
That's the thing. I'm not buying it. Like
I
I will
buy
kick you
Terry
in your
Silver.
ankle, old man.
I buy Terry Silver. I don't buy.
That's because he's that man's been living off cocaine and yoga for his whole life. He don't need.
What about you, Mike?
Yeah, I would have to agree with Yello. Kreese was, I mean, I guess after what he got last season, like they seem to have skimped on him a little bit this season, and maybe bringing in Terry too. So, yeah, I would have to say him.
Okay.
Or yeah, actually no, or that Asian kid. Like they toned him down a little bit, but
he's worse. Yeah, he's trash. He might be worse than Kreese. So here's the thing about Kreese that like pisses me off. It's like they then tried to make him sympathetic with like the war and his origin story and like he was serving egg creams at the local diner. No. Like I don't care, bro. I don't care about you at all. I don't care if you was a fucking prisoner of war and shit, and your viciousness is what got you out of it, and now you decided to go beat up kids in California. Like it's never winter in California. What are you so mad about? It's never cold. Fucking, like get the fuck out of here, bro.
What about you, Ninja?
LaRusso's son. He
was bad too.
Opinion.
Yeah,
I don't like him whatsoever.
And I forgot about him for seasons.
I'm trying to think of who else. Stingray was also pretty annoying. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know,
He just doesn't
didn't
fit.
bother me. That's
like he feels like both of the main characters from Superbad. Like he just doesn't fit in this thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. But that's really it because I actually like Kreese.
Yeah, me too. I think my worst character would probably be Sam, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
She's sick me too.
Yeah, she's like a little annoying brat to me.
She was the reason why I kept watching the show. Like when it first came in and she was in the car crashing into Johnny's car or whatever, and it wasn't her fault, but like that was the tie. I was like, oh, that's genius. And then the beef between Danny and Johnny, like the way how it was showed between like Miguel, Robby, and Sam, and like that was a interesting thing, and I think she's been doing a great job. But then this season specifically, they were just like, oh, now she just got attitude for no reason. Like they gave no reason for her to have, or they didn't do a good job developing her reason because I understood it, right? It's like her pops is nuts, and everything he's doing isn't working for her, and she was just traumatized because nobody in the high school that like held this bitch accountable for gouging her fucking bicep apart, right? Like. So I understand it, but they don't do a good job developing it.
She walks in there and her mom's helping her at the kitchen table.
Yeah, in the crib. This is my house. This is where I'm supposed to feel safe.
Where she broke into.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And she's sitting here. So it's like I understand it, but she was already stank from the first episode. She was just there like, man, Pops don't know what he's talking about. And they didn't really give us any kind of reason why that was. It just is poor. It's poor writing. They focused so much on Terry Silver. Terry was great. The kid, like Sam got gypped, man. And I think it's unfair because I like her. I like her a lot. First of all, she's adorable. She's absolutely adorable, and like she does the emotional stuff really well.
Yeah, but she don't do the fight stuff for damn. So
no, she don't do the fight stuff well at all. No. She did. Like she was better in the earlier seasons, I think. Like because whatever the fight. Whenever it was when they was in the hallway, when they were fighting in the hallway, I don't know if it was I'm pretty sure they fought in the school twice. And it was like a little fight, and then it was the big one where Miguel got his back broke. But I might be misremembering that. Whenever it was where they fought the first time and she was fighting in the hallway and shit, like that shit was all right. I was like, oh, she get busy here.
I caught the Ezekiel Elliott syndrome. They play good, man, when they ain't got that on that rookie contract. And you know whether or not the show is gonna make it. The minute they see it pick up steam and they get their money, they say, "Oh, fuck it."
Yeah, she gained a little bit of weight too, huh? I guess that check good.
Her and Miguel.
Her and Miguel, yeah, they got that Netflix money. It wasn't YouTube anymore. You know what I mean?
Nah, Miguel's getting ready for Blue Beetle. That's
Blue
what
Beetle.
it is.
Yeah.
That's what they
Now
say.
look, I read a little bit of Blue Beetle comic. That motherfucker ain't all that damn big. He's skinny as fuck.
Nah, but superheroes are different, man. They not putting no fats, no thin, scrawny superhero, and they're not putting no fat superhero. Remember what they did, Chris Pratt? I don't know if y'all watched Parks and Rec, but he was a thick boy, and before he got that Guardians of the Galaxy, he was trimmed, cut up.
They did that with old boy that played Batman too. They said, "Look, you got to beef up."
Robert Pattinson, yeah.
Not him,
He was
the
talking
other
like
one.
I ain't. Hold on.
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
He just came off that,
But Christian Bale he's a nut job though, because he fucking he got
Takes his
fat as
role
fuck to play
seriously,
Dick Cheney.
right.
Then he got skinny as fuck. He's one of those. This is what I call him. I call him the
Method
irresponsibly
actor.
good
He's also a
actors.
bad
They are
Batman, too,
irresponsibly
besides
good at it.
Oh, facts, Mike. 100%.
Yeah.
What did he say?
You got a whole city.
It didn't matter. However, he worked
They're
out.
ready to believe in good.
Oh no. That's
You're a
bullshit.
hater, bro.
What the fuck
Yeah, you're
happened
a hater, bro.
What happened to escapism? Huh?
The what?
What up? Escapism. You say it's escapism. So what happened?
Yeah.
To that?
Well, no. Well, because of the this is what happened. The universe was too
I heard
real.
there's a lot of study. That
the
sentence
Batman,
took a while
the
to get
Bat
started.
universe that Nolan projected onto the screen was way too real for me, and Christian Bale just didn't. I knew what level I had to put him at, and he just didn't match up. See what I'm saying?
Way too real. Yeah, I know. And every single cell phone in the city was able to project the image back to this one computer. But it was too real. I get it.
Before Ben Affleck came out, most people said that Christian Bale was a better Batman, except for these few people that say Michael Keaton was.
But see, before that, most people were delusional, and they had what MSK affectionately
Everybody
referred to
delusional.
recency bias.
That's what you said.
Yo, Cobra Kai. We here to talk about Cobra Kai. I'm not trying to listen to Mike trash night over and over and over again.
And then Ben Affleck came on, and there was 3 minutes of a warehouse scene, apparently, that everybody is revering as the greatest Batman ever. So
that is the best Batman scene. That is the best Batman scene ever, though. We know that, right? Let's not pretend that's not the greatest Batman scene you've ever. Val Kilmer pulling his cape over the fucking the vault door. What is beating? What is beating it?
Michael Keaton swinging note through the museum.
Did Michael Keaton every fight is like this? Because first of all, he's fucking 5'2", and 3, he can't fucking move. He's fighting like Rock'em Sock'em Robot. That's the greatest Batman scene. Fuck out of here, bro.
They got point, Mike. That is the best Batman scene, hands down.
There's no question.
Because I remember when I seen that scene, I was like, "Holy shit, this is fucking Batman!" Where he's fighting and moving. He's
fighting like a ninja. He actually has some ninja training, right?
Yeah.
If he does get shot, it might hurt him. He's staying out of the way. It's not just bouncing off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, son.
Ninja, anything to say?
No, honestly. Not right now.
Good. Yeah, man. Like I said, this season was great. Let's give you grades.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What are your grades, Danny? What's your grade for the season?
I can't give it an A+. I'm gonna give it an A.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it an A.
It ain't that good.
I can't give it an A+ because of some of the things I said. What you say, Yello, has some weight to it. I might drop it down to A-, but I definitely think it's A-. It kept my interest.
Yeah, it did. It did a good job at that.
Boom, boom, boom. And to me, Terry Silver and old boy's friend at the end made me really excited to see next season. So for that, it's gonna get an A, but I'm gonna give it an A-.
Cool. What are you giving it, Yello?
Oh man, all right, man. There's few things in the world. There's few things in the world that I love more than a nice stiff glass of cognac. Right? There's few things in the world that I love more than a nice, clean, neat, no ice, no a little bit room temperature. You know what I'm saying? Warm it in my hand a little bit. There's few things that I love more than that. This doesn't come anywhere close. Let's not be serious. Let me be serious. But I might watch Cobra Kai instead of. I might put on an episode of Cobra Kai instead of fucking an ex-girlfriend or something. That's how much I enjoy it.
Got you.
Ex-girlfriend. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Oh, you don't
no,
got
no,
exes? Shout out to you, Diddy. Shout out to my guy Diddy. Ain't got no exes. Shout out to you, son. You're a real king out here.
just be glad he said ex and not girlfriend. You know what I mean? He said ex. He was smart enough
Yeah,
to
that's
say
what I'm
ex.
saying. X. That's what I'm saying. Because, like, you know, sometimes that backslide is fun. Like, you love going back there. I think I like watching Cobra Kai a little bit more than I like the
Going
backslide.
back to it. I
I
feel
got
you.
you.
So what would you give it? Let's because you do the numbers, so give it a number.
I would say probably like a good. I think it's still. I'd say like a. I want to say like a 7.9, man. I don't think it's an 8. It's just under an 8. You know what I'm saying? It's just under an 8 for me. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, but like the cinematography is mad soap opera, the music is mad soap opera, the fighting is trash. Like I hate all of the adults. Like I'm not even like I'm supposed to hate you as a character. Like I'm annoyed that you're on the show. Get rid of you, and I may enjoy this more. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of things about it that I'm like, but it's still mad fun. It's still mad fun, and that's it. That's all it needs to be.
And
yeah,
you,
probably
Mike?
just under an 8, man.
Under 8. All right, Mike. Would you give it? You could give it a letter or a number, whichever one you prefer.
So after hearing Yello complisalt this season for to wake me out of a, because I literally after I closed the store I crashed on the couch, and this is what I heard. This is what woke me up. Him complisalting everything, and complisalt was the way I was the word I was thinking of. Yello. That's
I could tell, but you just said it 5 times in one sentence. I figured
because it backed up in my mind. I'm sitting here trying to think of what it was, but I was listening to Danny, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I think A, because I wouldn't necessarily be able to give it an A+ after hearing everything he said. But to balance everything he said out, I'm gonna have to give it an A+ because
see that's you're not rating the show now. You're rating my opinion of the show now. That's what you're doing.
Because I can tell the way, like at it was I think 4 a.m. when I started watching it. And I, actually, you know what? Here, I'm going to say it. I started to watch The Matrix. Okay.
Ooh.
I said, what I did was after I closed the store, I sat down. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start to watch them. And I know in my mind, because I started watching it before. This is the second time I've attempted to watch it. And before the first time I watched it, I fell asleep right when they got on the train to Japan, I think it was, or something like that. That was the last thing I remember before knocking out. So I put it on again. I'm like, you know what? I'm sitting here watching. I'm like, I felt myself like drift. I'm like, I'm kind of tired. I'm like, you know what? I could just sleep until they get to the train, the part I missed or whatever. And then the next thing that happened was, for some reason, because my TV has this thing where it does this thing where it goes into sleep mode or something. But then something that'll happen too is everything is an app on the TV. It's a smart TV, and everything's an app. And sometimes like apps will be coming on that I don't put on. Like I'll wake up and I'll see that the YouTube thing is on. So the YouTube thing came on and Yello was there, and I heard everything that he was saying then. And that's when I said, I can't believe the slander that I'm hearing. But
I've been praising the show most of the night. I don't know, like
you probably
just
just
missed
come
when
on,
I was blowing Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
I was singing their praises crazy. Terry Silver's great.
But this show, if I didn't stay up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 9 o'clock in the morning watching this straight, like I wouldn't feel that way, because other shows I wouldn't even mess
Turn it
with.
off.
So exactly. And go to sleep like you
I
should.
feel you.
But this one I would, and I mean,
It's good.
I don't,
It's
other
good.
than the disappointment with Kreese, the strong season he had last season compared to this one. A+.
A strong season. I guess.
And Ninja, what would you give it? What's your ratings?
A solid B.
Okay.
That should be my score.
I feel you.
Good. It was just
I feel you.
in my opinion.
Interesting. I thought you would have given a little bit higher. I'm going with Danny, and I'm going to give it an A. I'll go with A- as well, because there are some things in it that just have me like, meh. Like at the beginning, the first episode, right? They're supposed to team up, and then they start to argue right away. And I was like, okay, so this is what they're doing, like already? Like, can't they have a little, practice and do it?
The same argument that they've been having for 3 seasons. The same argument. Like, the same one.
Yeah. And then
I knew this wasn't going to work.
They ended up working it out in that
So
episode.
did you want them to drag it out a little?
No, what I wanted was I didn't want them to have the same argument like right in that first episode because I knew they were going to separate, right? We all knew that, but I figured they have
Let
that
something
argument
happen
right
that creates the conflict. Let something happen.
Yeah, and it was like
maybe
like
the
right
introduction
away.
of Terry Silver. Maybe that's you bring him in, and then
Daniel goes
all
crazy.
you motherfuckers
That's
that's
a
trying.
really good point.
I don't know.
I agree.
I should write some stuff. You're right. I should write some stuff. I'll start doing that.
So
Cobra Kai fan fiction going up soon.
It shouldn't have been that first episode, you know what I mean? But they did work it out, so that's why I was like, okay, they did work it out, and then they did a little bit more. But I would have preferred, like Ninja had posted, he would have preferred them working together and showing how they work together in this season because we had 3 seasons of them working apart or whatever, being enemies. So I would have liked to have still seen their relationship build a little bit more in this one. Maybe we'll get that in the next season because if they're gonna do another one, they can't be arguing about it anymore. It has to stop.
If one of these motherfuckers say, "I knew this wasn't gonna work," I'm done. I'm finished, bro.
So what do you think that Chosen is going to bring to it, though?
That's a good question.
You know,
that's a good question because he's the Miyagi stand-in, right? He's the fucking
Chosen's going to bring that offense, the Miyagi offense that they don't know nothing about. That's what I think. You already showed a little bit on that nerve technique shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Chosen's going to start arguing.
And you see, this is what I'm saying now. If I want him to come in there and train Daniel and Johnny, right? You know what I mean? Because they're working together. Keep it like that. But if it gets to the point where it's like, oh no, I'm gonna go over here, and Johnny's like, oh fuck you, fuck that and shit, and they break up again, it's like, oh, you guys are just doing the same thing, but you're doing every single season.
Chosen is gonna have to fuck Johnny up for Johnny to follow him. Because Johnny
I hear you. I hear you. I want that to happen. I don't want to see it. I don't care about these motherfuckers, adults, man. I'm telling you, they're not good. I don't care. Like, I don't know. Give me a montage real quick, early. Get it out the fucking way, and then let's fucking teach these goddamn kids. And can we turn these children into functional adults? Like, we need a functioning adult to do that. And none of these motherfucking adults so far. Like, I just lost Mom Dukes, man. Like Miss LaRusso, she makes the most sense. Miguel mom, she's like not like she's great to look at and she's a very sweet lady, but what the fuck? Her son fell off of stairs and broke his back, and she let this nigga
go back to train and right.
Like, what?
Yeah, I agree with you.
I guess the proof is in the pudding. It worked. He's walking again, I guess.
So yeah, that's why I give it a A-. It was good. It was fun. You know what I mean? For me, every single season has been fun to watch. They've been enjoyable. And I hope the next two are great because they're signed for 6, and I hope they're just as good. But again, at the end of the day,
cancel that last one.
At the end of 6,
cancel that last one.
May that be the last one. You know what I mean?
Cancel 6. I don't know
or if you want to, you can spin it off into something else. You know what I mean? Get rid of Johnny.
Don't do that. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Spin it off to something else. Spin it off to like a Robby series or something like that. You know what I mean?
It was a hot one.
We're going just full blown CW with this shit, huh? How many Vampire Diaries did they make? They made 17 goddamn Vampire Diaries.
They do what they gotta do, bro. Keep it going.
I know you didn't know this, Yellow, but every stream that I'm on with MSK, he mentions the Vampire Diaries once a stream, and I get mad at him for that. So unfortunately, you're gonna be the fill-in. So please do not mention the Vampire.
What's crazy is I don't watch that shit, but I know they got 17 spinoffs because there's always a commercial for it when I'm watching The Flash.
At least you're still watching The Flash, so that's good.
This episode, I'm not watching The Flash anymore.
No.
I didn't finish last season. I did. I came back and finished last season. I skipped I watched like the first 3 episodes and then the last 3 episodes when the kids came back. And then I wasn't gonna watch this, but then Danny came in the fucking Counselor 6 chat and was like, "Oh, Armageddon is the best thing. Oh, it's so good. It's fine. It's okay. One episode is good.
The Reverse Flash always
that one episode was good. Like just barely got good.
I know. I thought
That
that
shit was
the
garbage.
5 episodes were good. I think there was one episode in there that I wasn't really feeling, but I thought all 5 were good. Like,
So are they going to go
No,
back
no.
to like the regular way? I mean, I don't know how. I haven't seen the episodes yet, but the 5th season does it. I mean, the fifth episode, does it end like that storyline or whatever? Like, how does it?
yeah.
Right
it
now,
was a storyline.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I won't say nothing, but
Weakest crossover. They tried to get people to tune in, calling it a crossover. That
It
shit
was-
was
yeah,
special guest
I
appearances.
did not like that villain. What's his name?
Despero.
Yeah.
Trash.
He's a little.
Yeah.
Trash.
Little weak.
Oh, Flash, you're gonna be the end of the. Oh, except it was me. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I have a third eye and I can turn really big. Shut the fuck up. I hate you.
Yeah,
hate
he's
you.
like a big pink dude or whatever. And
Yeah,
I hate him.
Yeah.
The best thing about that Flash series is the Reverse Flash always pulls
I
his
agree.
ass out of bacon for ratings, though. Because
I
that guy
agree.
that plays Reverse Flash,
Tom Cavanaugh.
he got him down pat, bro.
Tom Cavanaugh. Yeah, he's a great Reverse Flash.
Uh,
and I think he's done though. I think that was the last episode he's ever going to be in. So at least that's what I heard.
Good. Because just like Cobra Kai, the Reverse Flash has also deteriorated over the seasons. He was amazing in the beginning. Amazing.
I don't
fucking
like that new
scary.
Suit they gave him. That new suit they got him. I don't like.
Yeah, because he used to have the black bottoms, right? I like the black pants. I like that too. But the yellow was fine.
Yeah, the suit didn't. It wasn't as good as the regular suits that he had.
You need to go back to that yellow and black one. That was tight.
You wonder why the CW trying, the WB trying to sell the CW. You wonder why.
With that being said, guys, we got another stream to go to, so we're gonna close it up. I do appreciate everybody that came into the chat to watch. Thank you guys for coming, and I also thank my panel for coming in and talking some Cobra Kai with me. We're gonna go around so they can talk about their channels one last time. We'll start off with Nindroid. Nindroid, talk to the people. Tell them about your channel, sir.
All right. You guys can personally find me on my own YouTube channel, Nindroid243, where I am a fan editor, and I'm currently working on my final conclusion to my sequel trilogy fan edits of The Rise of Skywalker, where there's a lot of hard work and effort that's being put into that film. Probably the second one out of the whole trilogy that requires a lot of work. So guys, if you want to come over and support, it would be a great pleasure and all of that. And thank you, Nzo, for having me on.
Oh, no problem, man. Thanks for coming. Next up is Mike. Mike, talk to the people. Tell them about your channel, sir.
Well, I have a channel, Row Comics, where I just do a video true once a week, maybe twice a week, showing what's coming out and stuff like that. So because I'm an actual comic book store, well, not me personally, but I'm sitting in an actual comic book store, and trying to promote comics and try to steer people away from some of the nonsense that gets spewed out on YouTube, present company excluded. As far as
some of us
appreciate you. I appreciate you. I was getting self-conscious.
I know I'm borderline for Mike. I know I'm borderline.
Occasionally, like I can't go down that Attack of the Clones path with you. I can't do that.
That's crazy.
At all. I don't know.
Both of y'all disrespect the Dark Knight. I would fight you over that shit. That's top three. Top three comic movies.
That me and Nzo drive down that road holding hands. What are you talking about?
I hate y'all. Tongue kissing each other.
That's easy, but Attack of the Clones is the Dark Knight of the Star Wars saga. That's how.
I mean, Dark Knight is great. It's a great movie.
No.
It's a good trilogy. Like whatever. As you were saying, Rogue Comics.
So yeah, Rogue Comics. That's all. I do have the custom thing, but they won't let me pick Rogue Comics for some reason because they say it's reserved for somebody, which I didn't think was a thing that was possible. And I know I have to get in touch with them and but it's just it's work. So just look for Rogue Comics or user Rogue Comics or whatever. I think Jason Lee posted it like a half hour ago. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Thanks. Thanks, Nzo. I mean, I'm glad. Like sometimes I tried doing this one time where I was watching Chillmonger's. He did a stream. I don't know if it was the 33 questions or something, but there was a stream where he was like, they were doing this and they were talking, and watching a live stream or something that has already aired where not necessarily a review, because this what you're doing now is a review, but when you're doing something like where there's interaction or whatever, it's hard to watch because I'm sitting there, I'm listening to what they're saying, and I'm like, I got to get on there, I got to say something because like this is ridiculous, like, you know. So once that Yello hit that nerve and you were like, hey Mike, you want to come on? I'm like, thank you so much. I'm glad this was live. I'm glad I was able to hit it live, because listening to all the compla brags, it was just a little too much. But yes, thank you, Anza.
No problem. It's a pleasure to have you on once again. And guys, I know there's a lot of geeky guys up in here, so make sure you sub to Mike's channel. Check out his comic books, man, because I know you guys read them. So support the brother, man. He's a good dude. Danny, you're up. Yello went to go take a little siesta or break first. So Danny, you go.
I am Danny Graham, aka Comic Chat. You can catch me Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chaos Central. My show is Chaotic Conversations. Usually have 4 topics ranging from kind of comic book movies. Sometimes it's pop culture, whatever kind of tickles my fancy that particular day. Also, you can catch me on Nzo's show on Tuesday night, same time, Chaos List, and on Wednesday nights on Chris' show, The Rule of 3, same time. Tomorrow we'll be on 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chris' show. We'll be doing the Boba Fett episode 2, season 1 roundtable. Please catch it. I think he does 2 shows, one at 7:30, one at 9, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I will be on the 7:30 show. So
As
please
will I.
tune in and check it out. I, for one, am happy with Star Wars direction in this particular venture, but I don't think others feel the same way. But tune in tomorrow and check us out.
Yeah, Danny, Mike, and Ninja, I know you guys are loving it. You know what I mean? And we'll discuss it tomorrow night when we get up to the round table.
Wait, are you talking about Beta Fett? Is that what you're talking about?
Talking about Beta Fett, absolutely.
Okay. I heard that today. I'm like, I just, you know, it doesn't surprise me, but whatever, you know, it's so.
Listen, there's one thing that people are complaining about that really starting to kind of bother me. It's like they're like, oh, the anti-hero stuff, and I'm like, but he was never really a bad guy in the first place, right? He's a bounty hunter. Bounty hunters could be good or bad.
Yeah.
So
you saw him for like a total of like what, 5 minutes in the original trilogy. Like, I mean, I don't, whatever, you know. And yes, like you said, bounty hunters, they're just dependent on the money. Whoever has the most money, that's it. Yeah. Not good.
I think the beef really with the anti-hero complaint is not so much that like he's supposed to be a villain, but it's more like he's a Disney plus main character. He's not going to be as badass like as a lot of folks would want him to be, as the guy who was trying to kill Luke and Han Solo probably should be, right? Like he won't be as vicious or as ruthless as like a bounty hunter is expected to be. I think that now they're with the people, I'm not saying that they're right, and they're definitely like crazies. They're crazy people who are like, he's not evil enough. It's like, just shut up. But I would like a little more grit. Like if you water down the shit they're saying, I would agree. Like I would like some more grittiness, some more griminess. I've been wanting Star Wars to grow up. Like I desperately need Star Wars to grow up a little. Like I don't need fucking Game of Thrones sex and drugs and shit, but like there's already drugs on the show. Introduce me to an addict, right? Like there's spices there. That's they're fucking running drugs, right? Introduce me to an addict. Like give me something where the morality of it is in question. Star Wars is always good guy, bad guy. Right. Let's figure it out. And it's like there's nothing interesting there, you know. That's why I was really looking forward to this criminal underworld thing, because it's all bad guys. They're all bad guys, right? So who you know, then we get to operate in the gray area, and that's been, as far as the show's been going on, the most interesting part of it. But like we spent 3 minutes there, and then we're fucking walking through the desert.
Big issue. So Yello, talk to the people. Tell them about your channel one last time.
Yo, Yello does it, man. You know where to find me at. Yello does it. You want to know why I do it, where I did it, how I did it? Go to Yello Does It, and I'll explain all that to you. You feel what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all spending your time here with us talking Cobra Kai. I appreciate y'all on the panel having me. You feel what I'm saying? Sharing your opinions in a respectful way. even if some of you might just show up and start bashing one person's opinion because it woke you out of your slumber. I love it. All right. And as always, Nzo, it ain't really about me, man. It's bigger for the entertainment on here. You feel what I'm saying? This is where we at. This is what it is. So I appreciate you having me off here.
Nah, problem, man. I appreciate all you guys coming on because it's not about me. It's about you guys that come and help me entertain the people. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to say it. So I appreciate all you guys for coming on, man. But with that being said, peace, love, and hair grease. See you guys on the next one. Peace.
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 Brainstorming, rain stay pouring all over the court. Check your trade scoring, irrational activists. Others remain dormant, factual passages. Able to wage war when time call for it. Burn fire upon corporate setting his back. So let's fall forward. See the big picture. Don't get stuck on small portraits. Tap resources, just three inner forces. Mind, body, and soul working like piano chords. Linking the piece together from the root like Neanderthals. Reserving animalistic behavior when I convert into the cross satanic spiritual savior. Words that I use are the truth if I never gave ya anything else in your life. Remember words that I breathe on this mic. I print people a copy to read what I write. Tell it fast like Mach speed on a bike. Like a native chief, I speak and bring peace with a pipe. Subtle as a thief in the night with beats in a light. Check the I'm blacking out like Slobodan Milosevic. Hold that, take some with you. Eternal pain when New Jerusalem hit you. Fall back, don't press the issue with script, lock, split check, Bethlehem officials.